So today we are having an unexpected conversation. If only for someone who is still recovering from a past breakup, how do you navigate the situation without getting hurt? International audience, someone that just shop very fast. Someone that they just broke up with, because most of the time when someone gets involved in like person, there's always anger towards that person. And to them, they think it's just towards that person. One thing about anger is that anger is parents. Everybody's stealing. Yeah. Even right now, our parents sometimes are stealing. Even without our parents, we are still healing. Sometimes my mom will even bring up some that happened when I was young. So all of us are still healing together. Don't be a special friend. Is it calling you the way it calls everybody? So especially someone that is just healing. Remember we're talking about someone that is just healing. So those kind of people ensure that you're not a rebound. And after you know to an extent, you can tell the person's always talking about, maybe you even call. The only thing talking about on the call. Imagine the ex mention the person's name. Ah, Jesus, fuck your load. Take a should just want to happen twice. Ah, guys. Are you not even paid? I'm still doing the same thing.
Hi guys.
Hi.
My name is Olua Marvelous, and I will allow my guests to introduce themselves. Now I'm starting with
Oh, wow, okay guys, okay. My name is Lope guys.
okay.
What does it do?
We are registered nurses by the way.
Yes.
Registered nurses.
Grace.
Yeah, just do it.
Okay, my name is Grace Ademoabu. I love taking pictures. I'm into photography and social media. You can check me out, Sky Shots it on Instagram.
Yes.
I make hair. Well, I also crochet. A woman of many period and many moments. The profile still continues. Period.
Yeah, so today we are having an unexpected conversation, and I have some quite juicy questions here on my phone that we are going to be asking our guests. So the first question I'm asking is a scenario question, by the way, and it's falling under love, friendship, and relationship. Yes, so the first question is, you're falling for someone who is still recovering from a past breakup. How do you navigate the situation without getting hurt? So, who's going first?
Okay. The answer is good, guys. Okay, so someone who is still navigating a messy breakup, because we had different versions of the mess. So, okay, this one I just chopped it fast, right? One international audience, someone that they
Just shop break fast.
this one that they just broke up with, right? They are done with it, they're not doing it again. Yeah, let's go our separate ways. So, how do you navigate that messy one? So, you like the person,
Is it someone that has been messy? Okay, you like the person that has been
it's messy breakup.
So how would you navigate it
The person
without
is
getting
still
hurt?
Self-love is very important. Yes, I would say that because if for someone that is still healing, right, or for someone that is still trying to navigate your whatever happened, what people tend to hurt other people, right? So if the person is still really, really hurt, subconsciously they might not be doing it intentionally, but subconsciously they might be saying things and doing things that would eventually hurt you. So to an extent, you must be able to ascertain that okay, this person has healed to a certain extent, and like there's something that healing is a journey, right? So the person might not heal like completely 100%, right? But to a large extent, the person should heal to a level that okay, you know that if we get into this relationship together, that it's not affect the relationship. And one key thing, because most of the time when someone gets involved in like a messy breakup, there's always anger towards that person. And to them, they think it's just towards that person. But one thing about anger is that anger is bad. Like subconsciously, you start passive aggression to other people. So if this person is still really, really angry with that person, it's not the best time to make your move or to shoot your shots. Don't shoot any shots.
Don't try it.
Because at the end of the day, you'll get burned. That's it. So to an extent, just ascertain the person's level of healing. I guess so. Yeah.
Okay, so for someone that had a messy breakup, or let's even not say it's messy, let's just say a breakup with someone, but the person is pained obviously because he or she loved that person. So there's always, and as we believers, we're all Christians here, we definitely plan towards marriage. So people that are in relationship, they've already planned, they've seen themselves give birth to their children already. They've named the children. They've gone to that extent that I'm spending the rest of my life with this person, and then eventually a breakup happens. So for even the hardest of all human beings, the person will still get, exactly, the person will still get hurt. So then you now like the person. Like she said, there's a level to healing. So everybody's still healing. Even right now, our parents taught us, we are still healing. Even when we hurt our parents, we are still healing. Sometimes my mom will even bring up some that happened when I was young. So all of us are still healing together. So yeah, so like you said, there are levels to healing. So is it a fresh breakup? Is it a fresh breakup that just happened 1 week? The tendency of breakups to lead to a rebound is high.
Yeah.
So now, obviously, let's just paint this scenario now. So they were dating, maybe they even used to call each other immediately after they pray in the morning. Because I'm hoping you prayed before you called somebody. So let's assume they call each other immediately after they pray in the morning and before they go to bed. Oh, how was your day? So now the breakup has happened. That gap, there's a gap. Immediately you finish praying, there's just this empty void that nobody to call. And then there's now the tendency of replacing that person with another person. And then you, innocent you, that you are falling in love with someone. There's a tendency of you being because now you like the person, so obviously you are available to that person because you like the person. So now the person is just like, this person is available, let me just call. And unknowing to you, you're just in love, you just fell in love. So obviously the person calls you, you pick, the person sends you a message, you are quick to reply, fast. You're not even counting minutes or anything. The person is not texting, you're already checking, all those kind of things. So there's tendency of rebound happening. So ensure that you are not a rebound. If you are falling in love with that person, make sure you are not a rebound. And then start with being friends. Start with being friends with the person. And it's not the friend that is a rebound. Because there's a way you do friendship with the person and then you are, yes, exactly, boundaries. You are already, you are acting as if
you are writing set boundaries.
You are acting as if you are a girlfriend as a friend. So don't worry, you like him, don't worry, just calm down.
Chill guys, calm down.
Calm
That
down.
word is actually,
You want
you
to
need
get
to
it right.
emphasize.
You want to get it right. You're not just trying to date anybody, so you want to get it right. So calm down, be friends with the person. Don't be a special friend. Let me put it that way. Don't be a special friend. Is it calling you the way it calls everybody? So especially someone that is just healing. Remember, we're talking about someone that is just healing. So those kind of people, ensure that you're not a rebound. And after you know to an extent, you can tell the person is always talking about, maybe you even call. The only thing you talk about on the call is
Imagine
the
if you
ex.
mistakenly mention the person's name.
Jesus, spark your load. Take your
And it
shoe,
doesn't
just
happen once,
sit.
doesn't happen twice.
Guys, are you
Red
not
flag,
even
banner.
hot? Are you not even pained? So like she said, self-love is actually the most. And then guys actually, I'm hoping it's a guy. Or my scenario is a guy. Guys actually respect people that respect themselves. So they respect. So don't be
Directing yourself. Very unnecessary.
steez, guys, steez. So
So
yeah, don't put yourself. Have something you are doing. Imagine they call you and you're busy. Obviously, you're not going to pick the call. You have things to do. So that also gives the guy a perspective that this person, I can't treat the person anyhow. So it's sometimes you even tells some guys to actually heal faster. And that person, if you can't carry this babe, if I not quickly dust myself up, she's worth a lot of things. Like she's worth 100% or $100,000 or more. So he will know that you are of value and will not want to lose you. So try to get himself, gather himself together. So
the way you treat money, like let's say 1,000 that someone just gives you, it depends on the way you treat the money that you work for or you work for.
yeah.
They'll be different.
Yeah. This scenario also works for girls that ask guys out. Anyway, this is actually a controversial thing that people say, but most times if a girl asks, I was telling a guy, if a girl asks you out, they ask him, will you answer? So he said yes. I said, why? He said because he likes me. I said, why didn't you not ask? Was he, at what point did you like the girl? Was
that
it
you
at the point that she asked you that you just
get?
so like this thing in a way. So most of the times girls just put themselves out there, but if you not put yourself out there and then you ask the guy, there's a way the guy sees you, and obviously if you have to ask a guy out before he knows that he likes you, there's already a problem.
He's already calling for.
There's already a problem. So eventually the way you present yourself as a lady, the way you present yourself, knowing fully well how valuable you are, the way you present yourself actually shows. So but always allow people get to a certain point of healing, and then we intend on talking about a Christian, right? So the person is also looking to God for healing, not you, not you at all.
It's a comforter, guys.
Not you, not you.
Needed.
So you are not the comforter, you are not the healer. It's God. It's the Holy Spirit. The Holy Spirit. So we're assuming, we believe that this person is a Christian. So obviously, the person is not a Christian. Just fall out of love. Take your love, put it inside a bottle, close it, throw it into or burn itself. That kind of thing. But if the person is a believer, you can only go on knowing fully well that the person is looking to God for healing. That's the only safe route. So that even when there might be some relapse, because we are human beings and things happen, like she said, it has to be like more than once, not that it's just once. I mean, my friends even make mistakes and call me someone else's name, but you obviously know that this guy is looking to God for healing. So we know that healing is going to come, and we know that the guy is going to respect you the way a believer should. Like even when he goes into marriage, if you marry someone that has not healed from his ex, those are the issues. That's where cheating is a possibility, or the percentage is even higher. So definitely you want the person to trust God for healing, and you want to take it slow. Don't rush. Those kind of people, you don't rush them. Don't say it's been 1 year, it's been 2 years, you are still talking about the same ex.
That endurance.
Better. And if you know that it's not going anywhere, you are the same. Throw your love, throw it away. If you know that this person is not getting better, 2 years, 3 years, and like women, you know that you have a biological.
See, I even feel like a year is very long.
Depends on how old.
The
Because
stage
you've
of
really
the
been
relationship, because
talking
people
to
that were
this
already
person.
engaged, even if they eat too fast, I'm gonna say the red flag, because
Yeah, exactly.
You get-
Because
yeah,
if
you
we
feel
break up,
everything,
you know, go
they're gonna
I'm
take
saying,
you long.
I'm not saying that anything less than a year might be a problem, but anything more than a year, like,
let's see it like the death of somebody. It's similar because some breakups shattered hearts.
But see,
Granted.
okay, let's even agree a year. 2 years.
Let's not put it honestly, because some
Okay,
people are
let's
actually.
not put a timeline.
But the thing is that the timeline is specific to you. Some people can wait 5 years for a person, but can you?
Exactly. You cannot wait 1 year.
So,
Just
don't. It's some people it's personal.
carry your load and go.
So some people it's personal, and I mean I don't advise young people to date, but imagine the person is 16, the person can still wait 5 years. You had 5 years to 16. You are still a small child.
But there's even this tendency for young people to want to explore. So for them to want to wait for
that
5
years
years
or someone.
So that's why you should know yourself. So, I know some couples that dated for 7 years. So
Yeah, I know some people that dated for 4 years.
so like there are people that they are even graced with long suffering. There are some people that are graced with patience that can actually, like some people say God actually placed them in the life of that person or those specific, not as a spouse, I'm talking about spouse.
Yes.
But like, so I mean there are some people that they have a very bad character. but still they have friends. Is that not long suffering? So you can imagine if someone can stand by someone as a friend, some people can do it in a relationship. So yeah, let's not fire around.
Thank you. So the next question. Now this is about friendship. So you've drifted apart from a closer friend due to busy schedules. What's the best way to connect and strengthen the friendship? Who went first?
Hi.
Okay, so
you drifted apart from a close friend. Ever from a close friend due to busy schedule. What will you do? What can you do to reconnect?
funny how like I've been in this kind of situation because one of my closest friends, shout out to you. So our friendship, even though we live in the same city, like at home, it is majorly long distance, and so school is not exactly busy. Maybe it's busy, but then like different schools, different timetable, different chapel activities, and all of this is they are just apart. And it's the same thing for people that have different time zones too. So what can you do to? So it's always reach out to the person. Like anytime you remember, don't wait for a specific time. Yes, sometimes you're like every time you're always like and we need to call then you set a time, but that time another activity and then the person also have other friends so that are physical. So maybe that time that you set to call, someone entered your room and needs something from you and just started talking to you about something. You can't tell the person to go, that you want to also have a call. So reach out to the person every time you think about the person. Like even if it's just a text, hi, good morning, how are you doing today? Even if the person does not respond immediately, send the message. When the person sees, the person will respond to that message. And then do impromptu calls. So not every time the person will pick, but then just call. One of those thousands of days, the person will eventually pick. Exactly. And they never get tired of reaching out. Don't compare yourself with that person. Like, never let the devil make you start to think that am I even sure this person really wants to be as close to me as I want to be? I've been reaching out to this person is not responding. Don't get to that stage. Don't let the devil whisper into your ears. If you ever need to be reassured, you can always ask questions. That's communication. You can always ask. But then you know that anytime you and this person talk, it's always a vibe. Don't let the devil now come and tell you that, are you sure this person actually likes you? Are you sure you are? I think you're the only one thinking that you are close.
No, only you do.
So don't ever let the devil whisper to you. So you already know. So there are two scenarios now. There's actually some people that drifted away from you because they don't want to be friends with you. But now the scenario me I'm painting is that there's a vibe. Every time you talk, every time you eventually call, the energy is the same. It might not be every time because there are some days that are off sharp. Because I mean, we are human beings and there are emotions here and there sometimes. But then you know for a fact that this person is your good friend. And then when you're in a conversation like on WhatsApp now, if I say, hi, good morning, how are you doing? Don't say fine as the recipient.
Guys, please.
What's fine? I know you're fine. I want to know what is going on in your life. So every time that opportunity comes, you might actually be the person that they are asking, how are you? Like, now we're using both ways. Don't say fine as the person. The person wants to be involved in your life because they can't see you. So they can't tell your facial expression. I can only imagine. So I can't see you. I can't tell what you are thinking. I can only know if you tell me. So don't wait till I see you physically before you start telling me what happened to you in January. And I'm like, and I asked you how are you and you said fine. How did this happen to you and I did not know? That's how like friendship odds can come in. By the time you are now telling me after you've healed, no, I want to be with you. I might not be able to do anything for you at that moment, but I just want to know. I want to at least let me pray for you. At the very least, let me pray for you. So, and there's always the tendency of jealousy coming in. So, as a friend to your friend, don't allow your friend to be jealous. As a friend to your friend, don't allow your friend to be jealous. Try your best. So, the way jealousy can come in now is if, like, you went for a party and now on your status I'm seeing
Other
pictures you took with other people, you were even laughing, and I'm just there and I'm just me as the other friend, I'm just there and I'm on the phone and I'm like, wow, she's happy without me. Yeah, she has so many friends, and maybe your friend doesn't even know so much people in her school. You're the only one she's stuck to, and now you have millions of friends. So, like, if you're going for a fun activity like that, you can tell your friend that I'm going out with each other. Thank you. Or even when you are in the program, party, anything, you can take a selfie and send that. You can even start gisting. There are some people here, you see what they want.
Wow.
Oh, see these people. Oh, the party is boring. Those kind of things. You can just keep the person constantly involved in your life, both the good and the bad times. If you have a good meal, share with the person. Don't let the person sit on your status. Don't let the person sit on, and then plan to have a physical meeting. It's always rejuvenating. It's always like, I don't know, I don't know the words to use, but then it's always refreshing. Like when you see the person, you might have had doubts before that. Are we really close? You might have had doubts, but when you see the person physically, everything just and then you can run for that emotion. Can
last you for the next time.
Exactly. So plan, then carry the person in your head. As a friend, that's part of not making the person jealous. So, how often do you post to your friend? Like, how many people do you talk to your friend about? Like, if you love someone, the person comes out of your mouth easily. I don't know. Everybody knows I love my sister.
Yeah.
Everybody knows that. There's nothing I want to say that my sister will come and see now. She has come out now. So yeah, you can just tell as I'm talking. I'll just be like, oh, my friend, we were even talking about this. Oh, I told someone this. Even when I'm talking from a friend to another friend, I always reference another friend. Like, do you remember when Kate? Oh, I was with Kate at this point. Oh, I was talking with Dorcas at this time. Or maybe, oh, I saw Corey there and I was telling her something. So you can always tell if someone is at the forefront of your mind. And so just keep the person in front. It's a relationship. Don't just say it's a friendship. It's also a relationship. So the more time you spend with someone, the more the person is at the forefront of your life.
Wow.
Like, don't just see the question. But you know, many other things just doing, like, just the main point that she talked about, communication is really important, and knowing that, okay, like she said, also putting the person in forefront of the mind, and be intentional and be spontaneous too. Because sometimes, like, people feel intentionality and spontaneous cannot work hand in hand, but it can actually go simultaneously. You guys can have planned events, planned dates, and stuff like that. And spontaneously, you can also decide that, oh, I want to message this person, I want to have a call.
Spontaneous is always more fun.
Actually, but you know, maybe like talk about time zone or something like that, or maybe you guys know that your schedule is just really different. You guys can actually have, okay, let's plan this thing. And okay, let's say it's a long distance something, right? You guys can maybe you guys follow a particular person together, listen to sermons together, then share about, or let's say we are going to read a book together or Bible study. Just be intentional about spending time or doing activities together, getting involved in each other's lives, right? So, yeah, that's it. And also, there's this thing they always say that, especially when you decided from the onset that you want to spend life with this person, right? Even when conflicts arise or things arise that drift you apart, there's also a part of you that know that this is for life. Yeah. So even if we work this thing out, no, this is not going to just end like that. So just having that mindset that, okay, maybe just that's why they always say that girls have a lot of friendship issues or toxic relationship or whatever. But when you've made that decision from the onset that, you know, this person I'm going to do life with is for life, So even when things come around that maybe actually really us, because sometimes it might be as a result of us that subconsciously drift apart. That's why we already say communication is important. Because this may not even know they did something that offended
thank
you. They may not know. So
Yeah.
actually talking it out and giving your friends benefit of doubt. So you might feel that okay, that maybe I feel that this person is drifting apart from me. Consciously tell your friend, tell yourself that I know this person, I trust this person.
Yeah.
That's why you to as a friend, you must have given instances that they can trust you, right? So there must be that instance so
I mean,
that
how did you get close with
in the first place, right? So just give your friend grace. There's that aspect, giving your friends grace, because there'll be in a relationship or friendship, there will definitely be things that may cause you to drift apart. You guys may hurt each other, but just if I'm in this person's shoes, will I want this person to treat me this way? That's the thing. Treat others how you want to be treated. I think that's a good rule or something. So yeah, so give the person grace. That's just
You can also confirm text. There's sometimes that you will read the text.
yeah.
I don't like
The way you are
sending
reading
text
it,
messages. Yeah.
it's a different tone, a different everything.
The person did not say it the way you read it.
Of course.
So it can now cause like fights, and the person just like, where did you
Where did you get this idea from? I don't know. It's just I said
the text is an unread text. So if you feel like something you read, like you felt like it sounded off, you can call
Verify.
like, what do you mean by this? Like, I'm already thinking something else, so I'm ready to give her something else. So now, what do you mean by what she said? Sometimes if my friend will not send voice note that I don't know what I meant. So this is what I said though. So the tone is not exactly. So yeah, conflict is always going to be a problem. You can't be friends with someone without the fact that you even get hurt is because you were close with the person. So conflict is always going to happen. So extend graces, give the person benefit of doubt, and then spend life together. Friendship is sweet. It's fun. Yeah. You don't want to do life alone.
Yeah, the next question. You've actually answered it. Then I'll just say it, but both of them. You are in a long distance relationship and
it's free, guys.
trust issues.
Unscripted. Unscripted, but you have the Holy Spirit. Scripted.
So you're in a long distance relationship and trust issues are expected to arise. How do you overcome these challenges and maintain a healthy relationship? I feel like you've answered it. Communication is key. In case you are looking for how do you answer it? Communication is key.
Intentionality, extend grace.
Yes. Yes, you know, this thing that Pastor was saying that when I think someone was annoyed with him, then an angel appeared to the person.
Yes,
You
forget
get
that person now.
See, we are spiritual beings, we are Christians, right? So see, don't just relegate your Holy Spirit to a particular aspect of your life. Your Holy Spirit is diverse. It wants to be involved in every single aspect.
yeah.
So you can pray. Like I've had instances where maybe I'm angry with you, not like angry, but like maybe odds or like I want you to come and visit me, and well, I don't want to be the first. So nice.
Does not want to make the first move.
See, like, very honest here. So then I'll just really pray about it, and I'm like, just this person calls me or checks up on me or something like. Even recently, something like that happened. Like I was going through something, and I just really needed comfort at that point, and I didn't also want to share. I didn't want to talk about it. I just really need comfort at this point of my life, and it's good to have you guys. Like, and the funny thing was like, because I saw the message the next day, but it actually was in the night. I was like, wow, that was so quick. Holy Spirit, really, and it was just really someone really close to me that just provided that comfort. So it's just really important.
Oh my God, that was touching.
Like I was expecting.
An atmospheric.
Yeah, so I would end. Should I? I don't know which one. There are two questions, but I don't want to ask you. Okay.
No, cannot.
Let's just ask this one. The other one is, I feel like you've answered one way or the other. A family member or friend is not approving of your partner. How do you handle this situation?
Partners.
Like someone you want to marry, your
Yeah.
fiancé.
Yes.
So how do you handle this situation without causing tension or conflict? Like you don't want to sound rude to this. Let's say your parents, because they're like the most important people to you at that time in your life. So let's say okay, your parents, you don't want to be rude to them. You still want to maintain a relationship with your family and your partner. So you don't want them to feel like, oh, I'm choosing my family over you. So how would you do it? situation. And of course, we are Christians. We know that God has said this is the best way that
Let's be semi-serious situation.
Let me also paint this scenario. We know that, obviously, we have been hearing it. I don't know where I've been hearing it, and it's very funny that someone told me, she's like a sister to me. She told me that if she wants to marry someone, and she's a Christian, she attends CCI. If she wants
Okay.
she's a sister member. She was like, if she wants to marry someone, like she brings the person home, and her mom says that no, she just gonna tell you, I'm not doing it. Because there is this, I feel like she has seen to some extent her mom tell people that okay, this relationship, I don't see this person as suitable for you, and they end up marrying each other, and then
Okay.
so she has seen her mom
Track record.
exactly
Being right.
she has seen track record, so she will just, and it's better because she was like, she cannot go and marry you now and something will not happen, and of course it's her mom, she has to tell her mom will not say, I told you so, I told you so. You get?
That's dangerous because at one point in your life, I didn't take responsibility
For your own decisions, right?
So that's dangerous.
I think you can look at it. You can look at it in two ways. Like I was saying, like it's a serious thing actually. Because if you're marrying someone, right, you're not just marrying the person, you're marrying the entire family.
Yeah.
So if, let's say maybe as a lady or as a guy, this other person's family from the onset is not really accepting you, for them to even accept it later in the relation or later in the marriage, the chances are really very slim. So I think one thing I would say is that, okay, first of all, as believers, right, we understand that we're all one body in Christ. Whether outside, Igbo, Yoruba, any tribe you are from, once you receive the life of Christ, God of Jesus is running through our veins. We are all brothers and sisters in Christ.
But you
And
can marry your brother.
you know what I mean, right?
Wow, they did it in bed. I'm not validating it though, people.
So right, so having that basic understanding, and we know that there's this thing that parents try to say that maybe from this tribe that they have anger issues or something like that from this tribe kinduro sile oko, meaning that they
My mom
do not used to
specifically
stay
told me
in the husband's
African
house.
parents. She
So-
said you can marry from this tribe,
Yeah,
but this
but not-
one
yes.
don't bring them.
And to an extent, right? To an extent, some of those claims might be true, but we understand as children of God.
The person is first a child of God.
You get
First
actually
children of
Also,
God.
some people actually do not grow up in that.
in that
Yeah.
environment, they just
So
don't
the
get.
reason why they claim that people from that town they have anger issues, because they are in the same, they see each other, they talk to
Yeah,
each other,
environment.
they do what I
Exactly.
Yeah.
do what you see
The
them
environment
do.
is really influenced.
So now you can imagine someone from Edo that grew up in UK. Even if they shout in Edo State normally,
Yeah.
UK.
The person is
Cool, calm, collected. So they've also said, so the exact way that we are all body in Christ. You understand that? Okay, we know that we might have temperament, but our temperament is what Holy Spirit has demonstrated us. Our temperament is influenced by the Holy Spirit, so I'll say that. Then another thing you also have to consider is that, let's say maybe right from the onset, you think that Mom, maybe on board this tribe, Wale, and they've been really, really serious about it. You have to achieve someone from that tribe. There is not like you can avoid it. You can avoid it. That's because you already know, and they've been saying at this point, your parents even tried. They've been telling you right from the onset, and this person so loves God. This person like ticks most of your boxes, your non-negotiables, right? Person ticks. So why do you have to bring all chaos and everything?
So mean that
There's no one person, right? Yes. So a particular person can fit into that position of like your wife or your husband. Then let's say, okay, that's the aspect of you can choose someone else.
So if you can, we are not stating it. If you can,
You can.
avoid it in best time.
Yeah. And the other one of, okay, you are sure you've prayed about it and you're sure that this is the right person for me. This I'm going to do my life with, give birth to my children and everything. So, and your parents are against it, right? The first thing obviously is pray about it because, like I said, it's kind of a serious issue. So pray about it, and also in a way try to portray the good sides of this your partner to your parents, even before you introduce that person
Yes,
to your
before you
parents.
see-
As
Before
your boyfriend
you get
or your-
try to like say good things about that tribe, about that person. So even by the time they are meeting the person, it might not even be the tribe that will or maybe like this person has been maybe saying, oh, you are going to visit your mom, saying Amy to give her this. Subconsciously, we are humans. Subconsciously, you already start loving this person.
Don't mention the tribe first.
Yes, like let it be
Character.
Character-wise, person is good. Like the good aspect of that person, start showing it to your parents. And also, if there are people that your parents respect, right, you can involve them prayerfully because your parents, and it's a family matter. Right? So obviously, someone that your parents respect and you know that you can actively love your parents, so you can involve them. Maybe it's your pastor or maybe an elder that you really respect, or their pastor or someone that they really respect. And also, let's say that you've done all this and your parents are still a bit maybe strong about it, you must be able to exercise patience because sometimes it's not an issue that might go quickly. Sometimes it might take a while. So you must be ready to exercise patience. And in everything, you must be. One thing you have to be sure of is that does not push you guys against each other. Because the devil can come in between these like little ways. So in everything, you guys are still standing as a united front. You guys are still standing as a very united front. In everything, you guys are praying together and make sure that it doesn't cause rifts and disagreements between you guys. And if after everything you see that, okay, your parents are still so like, okay, no, you waited for a year, 1.5 years, you've done anniversary or proposal.
Sounding too long.
You don't anniversary because really, like, there are many variations to this. Then you now have to take a decision. Do I want to buy? Is it what you see in my whole family? You still have to make a decision. I didn't consider all these points and you still have to make that decision. What do you want to buy? Because sometimes it's very sensitive. Parents later they actually do come around. So like talk it out with God.
Put them in a situation where it's not really about the tribe. Let's say, for example, I'm the guy because my dad doesn't like anything
It's never look good.
that's not or anything big. I'm just trying to go. The person that I'm going to get married to, she knows I have problems because it's another issue. I don't have issues with it too, but my dad does. And it doesn't even mean that the person is backless. But in that situation, what we would do? Or for ladies that in their family, maybe they don't used to wear trousers. And you bring this girl home, and then she's wearing trousers. Or she's wearing some kind
It's
of
wisdom.
dress. So how would you?
It's just wisdom. It's wisdom. If you're going to the person's parents' house, don't go with what they don't like. As the second partner, already they'll give information about your family to that person, so she knows the do's and don'ts. If your mother respects people that kneel down, tell her before she gets there. So when she comes, she can even kiss the ground. She'll do that. If
like-
your father respects, and you already know other guys that might not even come for you, especially if you had siblings already, that just maybe your brother's friend that even came home, and when the guy prostrated, your father was really happy. Take notes. Or when another one came home and then he did not prostrate, your father was like, "Ore." So know your parents, and when you know your parents, let your partner know who your parents are, both the good sides and the not so. This person is not just a boyfriend already. If you are taking the person home, so obviously you're already planning to spend the rest of your life together. So let the person know if your parents are the hardworking, they want the girl to be hardworking. Tell her so that even if she knows to sweep in her father's house, when she gets to your parents' house,
Sweep, wash
she take broom, sweep, wash plate,
Just for a
everything.
little while.
Thank you. That's where wisdom comes in. And so even if the haircut, he does not like the haircut, just hair grows back. Your nails will grow back.
Okay,
For real, I mean,
it's what it, Sha. It's
And
what it,
then-
because this person is spending the rest of her life with this person. So it's good to
And then I want to answer this for both scenarios now. So know why your parents don't like what they say they don't like. If it's a tribe, find out why they don't like this particular tribe. Is it? And then we are talking about Christians. We believe that your parents, especially if your parents are also Christians, make sure it's not just sentimental. It can also be spiritual. So they are wiser, they are older, they live above or longer than we live. It's the same advantage the devil has over believers. Exactly. Devil has advantage over human beings. He has lived a long, he has seen someone live the life you are living now. He knows what will happen after. So it's not exactly that he knows the end from the beginning or something. It's just that he has seen other people. Exactly, and he's able to pin them together. So know why your parents are saying that they don't want you to marry either from this tribe or this particular person. So if you now ask, okay, this tribe, is it that is it about their character? Is it about their character? Or maybe a relative? It can be generational hate that they pass down. So know why. If you find the root of the issue, you can start to solve exactly. You can know where to solve, where to even introduce other people, even if it's your pastor. So you know, and then listen to your parents. Don't shove them aside. They are your parents. Don't be disrespectful.
Yes, honor your parents.
So you cannot disobey God and you want God to still approve of your relationship. So you have to. He has already told you in the Bible to honor your parents. So you can't now disobey the word of God and then
Because God,
you now
God
expect
said
Him to
you
support
marry
your.
someone. No, it doesn't work that way.
So know why your parents. So if they not tell you that, because parents they do investigations.
Yeah.
They would ask you that what's the surname of this person.
And funny how
They will know someone that knows.
Exactly. Life just happens and they will meet someone that knows that person.
Yeah.
So ask your parents. Maybe they know the mother of the person, and the mother, maybe the mother did not really. So there are different things that could have, and also maybe they heard rumors of the mother that was not true. So there are a lot of ways this thing goes around. So that's why you should know the reason for which they are saying.
Go in depth. Try to find
Exactly. Once you find the issue, you can know where to move on from there. So if you need to go and maybe it's spiritual, maybe she saw something, and then especially if it's spiritual, you also go and check. That's why you can't just take their words for it, because you have a lot of decisions in your life that you still make. You don't want to now be going back to your mother every time, to your mother. You also have a child. What happens when you have a
You're never
child?
old enough to get married in the first place.
What happens when you have a child that is now asking you? You will not take your child's problem to your praying mother.
Let's call grandpa now. Let's call grandpa.
Error. Really? So find the problem, and I will also encourage. Can I recommend books to read? So it's always better to. You don't want to go in without knowing what to do. So you need people that already have experience, both experience of people and also personal experiences, and also experience of people they've counseled. So books like In Pursuit of the One by Pastor Tolulope Oludapo, Dating Intelligence by Lajiren. Yeah. And then even when it comes to friendship, you can check BFF Styles on Instagram, or I don't know modern name. I think Bola. But then the convener of BFF, Building Forever Friendships, she also has a book on friendship, Building Forever Friendships. So there's also an outdated love. You can read books. You will learn a lot from reading books. And then even this case scenario that we have, Dami Praiseworth and his wife, they had Pastor Jaja Praiseworth, they had a similar experience. So even reaching out to people that have similar experiences to ask for their opinions and their advice on how they went about it. Like she said, there's also the place of patience, a lot of patience. You don't want to rush in and rush out. So you don't want, this is not a good reason, but you also don't want, I told you so kind of scenario.
Yeah.
So make sure, like she said, also make sure you've already giving your parents good characters of the person. Even when I'm talking at home, just about my friends, I don't tell my parents the bad side of my friends now. Even when I'm talking about my friends, I always talk about them, so that eventually when I will say, mommy meet.
Yeah.
Remember I told you about.
Yeah.
The first thing your mother will even remember, is it that one that she even cut you eyes that?
Oh my god.
So exactly, give the positive side and make sure you heard from God before you start pursuing aimlessly. That's the only thing that can keep you together. Make sure you heard from God. You know that this person, and every time you have issues, you check again. There's nothing wrong with the relationship. There's nothing wrong with the relationship we have together. So definitely it's from the problem is outside. So now that outside, now let's try to find our way around it. And if you now find out, because this happens, some people they don't have the patience, they don't have the long suffering to go that length. Please end it. End it. Your life does not end because you ended the relationship. And there are even people with a similar experience that have ended it and then they still got married to exactly, not even just good, great. They were even wondering why they were pursuing that. So definitely, so if you know you don't have the patience, you know all that we've said, you've tried it and you know, so just peace out and the grace. So back to the haircut kind of thing. So if you really know that you really want the relationship to last and you want to get married to this person, just compromise for that moment. Compromise at that moment. So it's not, but when you marry, they cannot take go and divorce the person. And find out why your parents have a problem with it. Find out why your parents have a problem with it. So if you can also change their ideologies, because most times the reason why they say don't wear trousers is because they had a wrong interpretation of what the Bible said. So if you can also dissect that scripture to them respectfully, guys. Please don't go and say I don't know what you've been reading. I don't think you know the Bible well. Not that kind of thing. I beg go. Yes, like you said, we always go back to the scripture. Honoring your parents is always the first. So no matter how you go about it, make sure honor is there. So you can always, as long as they are open-minded, if you tell them and they don't understand, please let it go too. But just open. Exactly. Just explain to them, oh, nails are not a bad thing. Attachment is not wrong. Piercing your ears is not wrong. Mommy, I still love God because I fix does not mean. So those other things, and some people can actually be the in-law that has a problem. So make sure, just be wise about it. Don't try to now say I want to hear like that's their business. I'll do what I want to do. You're not ready to marry or you're not yet matured enough. So
because they're the one that was like take you to for introduction and everything. And
are you sure you want to? And then please don't try to go. Well, try your best not to go into marriage without your parents, because that thing that they call omugo.
Oh yeah.
That your parents come and say, we don't know, shall we're just talking about experience. None of us are married. So from other people's experience, your parents, your family, they're always still going to help you, even in your marriage. You and your husband will not always find it easy together. You're not always going to be. You will fight. That's just it. You will always have arguments. So, the people that you will now run to help you you have already chased them away.
One got the bridges.
You've punched it. So now you're stuck on an island. So yeah.
That's really nice. Did you have anything to add?
I think she has said the main things. Okay, I think the aspect I just really wanted to touch on is the spiritual aspect. I just said that because sometimes some of our parents are pretty spiritual people, right? And we know they have a track record. Like I said, he has made his track record of give me right, and you know it's not just bad things, it's from the Holy Spirit, right? So it's not bad to steal. I know you're a Christian. I know you hear from God, but it's not a bad to take. Let's just be sure. Let's just be sure. Yeah.
And you should have mentors. I'm not saying you should tell them to choose your husband for you or your wife.
The right mentors.
The Bible says that exactly. The Bible says that God is the counselor. It says it's always right to have someone trusted to talk to about it. Don't worry, the Holy Spirit is always there. God is not out of confusion. He's going to help you. If you know that this is God's responsibility, He will not bring obstructions your way. That's something I've been about God. He will not bring obstructions your way. So involve God in everything.
So there was something that from the experience of Pastor Damilola President, they said that after they went to, like we talked about mentor, they went to see Pastor, that's Pastor Emmanuel Iren. They went to see him, and then he just told them that rather than, because they were praying, like we said, that they are spiritual people, they were praying, but they were praying that their parents should change their mind, and just that God should just allow their parents to come together like that. The pastor was like, let's change the prayer point. Like we said, God is God-centered. Let's change. So it's not like you are trying to turn the hand of God. Obviously, as believers, we know that God is God-centered. But then they changed the prayer to, they started praying that, they started telling God what their marriage will do for the kingdom of God. They started saying that when we get married, our marriage will mirror the union between Christ and the church. Our marriage will be an example to other believers. They started saying things that they would do, their marriage will do for God in the kingdom. So they switched their prayer, and according to them, probably within like 3 weeks or 2 weeks, everything just turned around for them, and then everything just switched for them. So definitely, we talked about the spiritual part, and then just be God-centered in everything you do. God is not, like they said, God is not on your side. You are on God's side. Yeah. So yeah, just pray. Be spiritual.
So thank you guys. I think that's the end of today's unscripted conversation.
Yeah.
Thank you. I'm so grateful. Thank you, Grace. Thank you.
Thank you for having us on your channel.
And I know that we're going to do this more.
Yeah, guys, the expectancy of
Yes.
Share what you learned in the comments section. Yes. Like, share, subscribe.
And if you also have things you want to add, right? You can exactly.
Yeah, and if you also have questions, you can specifically on special
Order the person you want back.
Yes. You can order
Oh my god, yeah, please. I have a shout out. Another one.
Wow.
I don't know about them.
Wow. Hey.
To my sister and her friends.
Okay.
Yeah.
I don't do jealousy now.
There are a lot of people that actually, in a way, showed me what friendship could look like. That I could have great friendship. Like, I just see them and I'm wowed over and over again. I'm just wowed, like wow. They're like probably 6 or like 7, and all the misconceptions people have about group friendship, and now 20 people cannot work together for 20 years. All of those things. So both my sister and her friends, my closest friends, my friendship mentor, Lady Bola, and then just BFF, their contents. And they even have a convention they have yearly, an annual convention, Building Forever Friendship. So reading about friendship, don't just say that you read your Bible but you don't read about friendship. Don't expect to know it all. Yeah. So the things that you have to learn to know, and you're wondering why you are failing in friendship when you do not read, you do not learn about it. Even your course, you spent 5 years, 4 years, you had masters and PhD. You learned a lot for that course, and even while you are on the job, you are still learning. So why do you think friendship will just come?
Get a job
like that.
Exactly. So why do you think friendship will just work accidentally? Do it anyhow. Just anyhow. The people you envy, they worked out their friendship. So work your own out. Don't, like she said, if you go with the mentality that there's no way out, you will figure it out in the friendship. If you know there's no door and then there's fire,
try to
burn it out.
Instead of burning the way.
Instead of burning
allowing fire to burn the house.
We love you guys.
We love you.
Thank you for spending time listening to what we small girls with big gods have to say.
And yeah, we actually want to.
Oh yeah.
And just so you know, we did not plan it though.
Guys.
We have the only.
Oh please,
Guys.
please.
Don't let me
Oh,
talk.
I said I was going to talk about it. We showed this video before.
Oh.
But I have a call. We showed this video before. But that time. So that's
Yeah, they were matching.
and she felt.
And they even planned it.
No, guys, my defense, I already planned that since last year. I didn't know we're going to see this.
Planned.
The video just came.
Planned. That was and then the
planned,
only spirit
planned.
of you give us one.
Yeah, but
I'm so happy that
guys.
I'm
I love stand out.
Hey,
Please.
Ah, going to make
You know,
ourselves
my side.
Sorry, yes,
Please patronize
You're going to
beautiful
still guys
mind.
are
Of course.
Yeah,
Please don't patronize
Yes, please,
beautiful
patronize
mind.
our
Yeah.
friend though. It's a beautiful
Yeah.
mind. Yes, on IG, just go to our
Alright,
page
bye
and send
guys.
them. Actually,
Bye. Bye. Pretty.